beyond the material plane in the land of eternal death.
Cronupsis, how I hate you. I will find a way to circumvent your foolish prophecies.
Tough fate.
Bane, what are you doing in my realm?
Hello, Falazure. You're a death god, right? Well, I'm a bit dead at the moment.
Oh, really? I weep bloody tears.
It was a stupid prophecy. How are you supposed to get around a bloody prophecy?
Yes, how indeed. You would need something powerful enough. Something that could rewrite reality itself in the material plane.
Good luck getting your hands on one of those. They're like super rare. And even ones like the Staff of Seraphim can only be wielded by a sacred bloodline.
Yes. Unless something were to happen to the staff, breaking it, perhaps?
Falazure, you conniving wretch of a dragon. You've got a plan. I want in. I want to live again. Come on, give me a shot.
All right. I think you could help. You still have minions on the mortal plane, right? Yes, it will be a blast.
Chafing Armor Podcast, episode 151. God Bomb. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm your host and irascible Dungeon Master, Michael Corley, and with me tonight is the Death God himself, James. James, tell everyone who you will be playing.
Hello, everyone. I am James. I am playing Penton Chalice, a spell scale sorcerer. And if you don't know what that is by now, listen to the show again.
Go back. Listen to the 150 before this real quick.
Do it anyway.
And just for fun. Also download all of them and give us a positive review on all of the podcatchers. While you're doing that, let me introduce Lee. Lee is not actually an evil god of the Faerun. He is a player. And tell us who you will be playing today, Lee.
That's what you think.
G'day everybody, my name is Lee and I'll be playing Distant Bells, the currently still a stuffed toy Kenku rogue.
And also with us, our wonderful narrator is Dare. Dare, tell everyone who you will be playing.
Howdy, y'all. I am Dare, and I am playing Tix Birchmanson, the mighty diminutive paladin.
Wonderful. And moving right along, we have Riley. Riley, tell us who you will be playing.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I'm playing Athora Greyfield, a tiefling fighter.
Wonderful. And also, last but certainly not least, is Izzy. Izzy, tell everyone who you will be playing.
Hello everyone, my name is Izzy, and I am playing Morezi Mugra, half-orc barbarian. And Ranger.
Also a ranger, yes, with those ranger class. It might come in handy in just a moment. When we last left the players, a whole lot was going on. They are in the city of Kalimvor. They had just helped save a whole bunch of children from a terrifying creature known as the Aboleth. Riley's character, Athora, had found the second half of a mysterious rapier that claims to have given her powers unknown. There is also the small matter of Penton's mom showing up out of nowhere and coming to find him. And we also have the teensy tiny thing going on that a god is trying to be reborn. The dark god Bane, who had been slain eons ago, is trying to be resurrected. And there is a cult to bring that about. In a humble household of the Cragmanes, that's Thackum Cragmane, the blacksmith, his wife Johanna, their 2 children, they're Thackum and Ora is his wife. The 2 children are Johanna, the eldest, and Ash, both of which are tiefling because of the dark deal that Thackum had struck with Bane. It has now cost him, literally, his hand. As he laid on the floor, fortunately healed by ticks, the Dark God was trying to be born again through the unborn child of the Cragmanes, and through various very, very creative things done by the players, including the choice of forcing the God Bane to be born inside of a boom jelly egg. Say that 5 times real fast.
Boom jelly egg,
the
boom
Dark
jelly
God
egg, boom
was
jelly egg, boom jelly egg, boom jelly egg, boom jelly egg.
the Dark
Ta-ra-ra, boom jelly egg. Ta-ra-ra, boom jelly egg.
Oh, God, this is going to be a fun episode. The Dark God was born again in the form of half God, half boom jelly, and is now floating before you in the middle of the Cragmane's residence. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
I mean, I'm currently have my hands full with a baby, but sure.
You do, but I want to know what everybody's doing.
Oh, you stayed with the baby and the shopkeeper?
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to remember who all.
It
was just that's right. It was just me and my mom that went back to the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm
We'll
the
get
only
to
one
that.
with knowledge.
Yes, we'll get to that in a moment. And you are not super far away, as we have established, but you are currently in there for the moment. So we'll get to that again in a moment. I've got the roll for a certain god, but let's go ahead and get to our Kinku helping a birth happen. What did you roll?
21.
21 for Distant Bells. And for Tix,
Tick's got a whole 9.
a 9 for Tix. And what is your dexterity bonus?
My dexterity bonus is +2.
+2. I would like you to roll a natural 20 and tell me rollies, because you rolled evenly with a god.
That is
An 8. He wins. So he goes before Tix. And also, Morezi. Morezi, what did you roll?
20.
20 for Morezi. Nice high roll. And you are inside the residence where you had been protecting those who had fallen. And also next to you was Athora. Athora, what did you roll?
11.
11 for Athora. That's really low for you. And last but certainly not least, coming up to the residence is Penton. Penton, what did you roll?
Oh yeah, well I beat you all, and I got a 3.
Oh my gosh, fascinating. Well, this is really shaping up real interesting. Like
Racing to the bottom.
So let's, for the moment, Distant Bells. Let's play out the baby is being born. I don't think we actually said it had been born yet, right?
Yeah, the last episode ended with a
No, we
cry.
did. We ended with them crying out. Yes. Galen, who is the owner of the shop, is like mildly freaking out and also excited, and is saying like, what do we do? What do we do now? What do we do now?
Bells will sever the cord and place the baby on the mother's chest, and tell Galen to find a blanket, a light but comfortable blanket, and ask the mother what she would want.
Okay. As you're doing that, it is, of course, apropos of nothing, but the baby is a tiefling. Has a
Naturally?
rich, naturally, yes. It has a very dark, like a reddish hue brown skin, and just the most adorable little horns growing out of its head.
I would say no horns, because that would really hurt.
Little horn nubs.
They're nubs. Yes, they're little nubs.
Okay,
Haven't
that's
even
fair.
broken the skin yet.
No, you are quite right. She would not have like big curling. It is a girl, by the way. She has big curling horns coming out. No, little nubbins. And the mother takes it and holds it close and looks up to you, Distant Bells, gratefully, and she just says, "Thank you."
She's had 2 already. She knows what she needs and wants.
So you follow her lead, and so all is well for the moment. We now move to Morezi. Morezi, you are currently behind this circle of protection. You do not know what protection it is affording you right now that a god has been born. He is literally in the middle of the living room, essentially, the hearth room. He is floating above you. He is misshapen. His back has an enormous hunch, and like a hunchback, but where the hunch would be is a pulsing boom jelly. And like through his chest are tentacles that are waving out below. So he's sort of like at a 45-degree angle floating. And while his humanoid form, which does look like, as I keep saying, the evil genie from Aladdin, it is also misshapen. And there are parts that are clear where you could see through, where his skin is like a jelly-like texture instead of regular skin. But he does have the general shape of a humanoid, just floating and misshapen. And it is your turn.
I'm going to do what I do best. I am going to rage, and I'm going to attack him thrice.
All right, and as you attack thrice, tell the listeners real quick what it looks like when Morezi enters a Berserker Rage.
Like many Berserkers, she bites her lip to get the taste of blood and visualizes the intense fury, and her pupils contract and her skin becomes ashy and gray as she goes into this physical manifestation of like battle readiness.
I love it.
I'll roll my 3 attacks. You tell me. I'll do all 3 attack rolls. You tell me what hits. Let's see. 21.
That will hit.
15.
That will not hit.
And that one landed in between the 2 of my keys on my keyboard. So I'm going to 17.
That will hit.
Nice. Okay, two hits.
2 hits.
That is 12 plus 7. 12 plus 7.
Okay. 12 plus 7. And just describe to me what general area you are attacking this god. He is he's probably about 10 feet tall, by the way. He's taking up a big... No, let me pull that back. Like 8 feet tall. Really, really tall, but not like stupid tall.
Yeah.
What are you attacking?
Probably like I'm coming at him, attacking like the torso, the lower torso, with 1 hit, and like the tentacles or so with the other.
Okay. I would like everyone in the room. So Penton, are you actually walking in at this moment, or are you still outside?
That's what I was wondering. I wasn't sure whether we'd actually made it all the way.
He was already in because he was carrying the egg.
That's right. He's the one who brought the egg. Yes, so he would have had to have been in there. Very good.
I did?
So
oh, that's right.
I would like...
You handed it to me. That's right.
Yeah. So I would like everyone in the room to make a quick spot check. Make a spot check, and Izzy, Morezi makes it at disadvantage because you are raging.
Yes.
Let me know how high you roll. Everyone's familiar is in this room except for Afiel is outside flying nearby. But also Audrey is just outside, just for context.
I rolled a 4.
Roll
Same.
a 4. Okay, not.
I got a 10.
A 10, okay. And Tix?
Tix got a 24.
Okay. So you are all dealing with a lot of things. Athora, by the way, Athora, those two children are still, the children and the unconscious dad are still in the house. Very close to the boom jelly, FYI. And so you're kind of tending to them. Pinson, you're just coming in. You just came in and this god popped out and you're preparing for battle. Morezi, you are raging. That, your brain is rage. But in that moment, you strike into the belly and your halberd pierces the flesh of this god. And in that moment, Tix, there is just the briefest flash, and you catch it. It is the look of fear. The look of fear comes across this god's face. At that moment, as you pierce his flesh with your halberd, Morezi, you feel your armband just make the deepest pulse you've ever felt.
God, it's like getting my blood pressure checked.
It's what it feels like, yeah, really. And that will actually bring it to Athora. Athora, what would you like to do?
Alright. I'm gonna protect the family. So is any... What part of him is near me when...
Well, what part of the god?
Like, how close is he? You said he was close. Like
everyone's close to him right now because he's really big and he's in the middle of the room. The room is very large, but he's also large, so you're very close to him. So if you're trying to protect them, you can either try to get them out of here, which you are of course very strong, and you could certainly carry both children or the father, or you could simply place yourself between them. But things are about to get very real very fast, so it's up to you what you would like to do.
I'd like to get the children out first.
Okay. You are very, very strong, Athora. What is your strength, by the way?
17.
Yeah, so it's not even a roll as you just hike these two kids out. Are you going to... Now, in order to go to the door, you would have to pass by the death god. Not death god. You would have to pass by this dark god. That might not be the best option because he would definitely get an attack of opportunity. Or you could go out basically through the back because there is a back door.
I'll do that.
No windows?
Or you could go through a window. Absolutely, you could go through a window. Yeah.
Whatever entrance is easier to leave from. So if it's a window, I hop right out.
The window is definitely the closest. So I want y'all to imagine, Athora just grabbing these two children around hand in hand and just as you go crashing through this window. This is a nice house. He's a very well-to-do blacksmith. So it's a large window, and you totally Batman your way through that window and put them down. You can use the rest of your movement to get back into the house, but that will be your entire turn.
I'll do that.
Okay. You come back through the window as you're going through. And that will bring it to a certain god. He is going to use one of his legendary actions as a god, and he is going to and vomit forth fire and darkness. I am going to roll a 1d4.
Fire and darkness.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I rolled a 4.
He gets acid reflux, lose a turn.
Exactly. As he vomits forth the darkness, they fall to the ground and begin to take shape. And 4 of these little guys come up. Just imagine an imp, but on fire and no wings. That is what this thing looks like. It is burning and filled with hatred and death, and is definitely coming for all of you. But that is they are summoned this turn. But that was his legendary action. That is not his attack. He looks down at you, Morezi, and claps his hands together. Boom! And a explosion of fire and death rains out from his hands, expanding outwards. And I need everyone to make a... What is it, Tix?
Dexterity
Reflex thriving
saving
throw! By the way, Athora, I think you still had one, but you would definitely have gotten an inspiration point for taking the children out, because otherwise they would have been in this blast. So, good job. But everyone who is inside, which includes Penton, not your mom yet. Your mom has not come inside yet, Penton.
Huh.
She's right. She's just outside the door, and near Audrey. And it is now everyone's turn. Tell me, Tix, what did you get?
I got a 19.
Ooh.
Nice!
Yes!
And also, Athora, what did you get?
I got a 19.
Nice! And Merezi?
13.
All right. And Penton?
You didn't get a nice. 17.
Very nice. No, you did not get a nice. Let me count on
Rezi has, like-
real quick.
Rezi has 120 hit points, so
You have
Yeah.
literally
Better me than y'all.
over double what I have.
You're also fighting a god. So keep that in mind. So, yeah. Penton. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Merezi, you will take 22 points of damage.
Oof.
This is a concussive flaming force. And also, everyone else will take 11 points of damage. By the way, that includes the unconscious Thrackum, who is not in great shape now, by the way, because he already lost an arm. He had been healed by Tix, and that is the only reason he's not dead. But he is in bad shape. But he was partially protected from some of the where he was in the corner. But not in great shape, just an FYI.
So he still didn't have the protection of that magic circle?
The circle was
All
broken.
the magic circle gives
Oh, right,
is
yeah.
protection from evil, protection from mental dominance or mental powers, and it gives +2 to armor.
Will a 25 hit, Merezi?
I do believe that it will.
What about a 20?
Yes.
Wow.
Not a word I want to hear while you're calculating my damage, huh?
Yeah. So you have taken 27 points of damage total.
Just now?
Just now.
Okay.
Yeah. This is literally just him slashing into your body with his claws and his tentacles. Every
Okay.
time he does, they burn. I would also like you to make one more reflex saving throw.
That is a 18.
Okay. You are not on fire.
Yay!
But your body is smoldering, and the look of hatred in Bane's eyes is immense. And that will bring it to Tix. Tix, there is a god in the middle of the room, and there are 4 of these little Bernie boys that are spread out evenly around him. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Thrackum to make sure that
Okay.
he can no longer be harmed. Then I am going to go Smite as my free action.
Just so you know, any damaging spells that you do are currently doubled.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
All right.
And you feel like a warm sensation passing from your sword. I'm sorry, your axe to you, as
Fantastic.
Destiny Seeker empowers your damaging spells.
Okay. And so I'm going to smite evil. No, we'll go straight for the big boy. We'll go to inflict critical wounds.
Ooh.
Right? That will be a natural 20.
What?
Ooh.
Natural 20. On inflict critical wounds.
That was well timed.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's what Tix does.
Is this going to be another bone monster?
It might be if this is doubled and doubled again. So that's going to be the DM. You're going to have to decide whether this is doubled and doubled again. By
This is a tough one for the DM. In this particular case, for specific reasons of my own, I say yes. It is going to be doubled and then doubled again.
Ouch. All right.
Yeah.
So
I have my reasons.
Bearing in mind this thing is also half boom jelly.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
that is all right. So the initial roll is an 8, a 3, a 1, and a 4. So that's 16
Okay.
points of damage, plus 1 point per level. So that's 25 points of damage. So that would be doubled. So that would be 50 points of damage. And doubled again would be 100 points of damage.
I want you to describe to me what it looks like when you do 100 points of critical damage to a god with your attack.
So Tix, after he, with one hand, lays the sanctuary spell upon Thrackum, steps forward and grabs hold of whatever tentacle is nearby him and prays to Garl Glittergold and just yanks as he does inflict critical wounds on this demon, praying to his living god, Garl Glittergold, against this dead creature that has just been reborn, and watches as the power of Garl Glittergold enwreaths the tentacle and goes up and just shreds the body of this new-born demonic monstrosity.
And it just ravages this newly formed body, and he shudders and shakes and screams, and one of his arms disintegrates along with that tentacle, just gone. His left arm is literally gone from that astonishing damage. But you do see that arm starting to grow back.
Ooh, that is not good
And he
news.
he turns and he looks at you with murderous intent, and there is not fear in his eyes, but anger and hatred in his eyes.
You made
and
me
that
bleed
will-
my own blood.
Exactly, and that will bring it to Penton.
Oh.
Your mother is just outside. You've just walked in and well, not walked in. You came running in and forced this god to be born, and he just did you some serious fire damage with a clap of his hands. There are 4 little Bernie boys. By the way, everywhere on the ground, it is a stone floor. This is a nice house. It is a stone floor, but everything that is flammable is burning at the touch of these little creatures. Any little stick of furniture or anything near them just bursts into flames.
I'm kind of concerned about everyone else's welfare as well as my own, because he's a big, powerful god, and I'm a puny little spellcaster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself, and then I'm going to white out and transform into my Dragonborn form.
Nice. And for the listeners at home, tell them what it looks like when you transform into your dragon form.
He kind of like just, tightens up into like a constricted position, and his white light bursts out and kind of like washes over him until he's just like an inverse shadow, and just the shape transforms out, gets a little larger, the wings get bigger, the claws come out, and then it washes off, and he is in his blue dragonborn form.
With that, you have certain advantages and certain disadvantages
Yes.
in that form. But I believe that will be your turn.
Yes, that's all I can do after that. Yes.
Well, putting armor on yourself is not a bad thing. This will bring it back to you, Distant Bells. I'm going to leave it up to the player. Are you going to stay here? Are you going to head off to check on your companions? What would you like to do? What would Distant Bells do?
Bells will ask Aura how she's doing and if she's okay. I assume she's fine. She's done this twice before, but still prefer to ask, and also ask. I keep forgetting her name. If she's all right.
Sorry, her name is Aura.
I'm the store owner.
Oh, Galen Bay.
Galen.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Galen if she would stick around and make sure that, Aura is okay, tend to her needs, etc. May want to put up the "we are closed" notice on the door. But yes, he will go and check on the rest of his companions. By himself, he's going to leave Pet here, still chowing down on candy, probably. Or passed out asleep, depending on if the sugar rush is worn off. I don't know. But yeah, he will be heading over there. Or at least where he thinks they went. Last he heard, they were off to the Thagmain place, so he's going to go that way anyway.
Yes, well, you definitely... it's not going to be hard to find them. One, you had the general direction, and two, there is a massive explosion you just heard.
Maybe on the way I'll run into Pet's mum, who's supposed to be finding them too.
That's true. Was supposed to be heading over there.
But yeah, it'll take him a while to get there because he's only little.
He is little. Your run
Welcome
speed
to
is
my world.
short, but you're...
I'm still slower than you.
Finally not the shortest. But okay, you start and you do a little beep 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 beep, running as you head out into the night, and you can hear the baby crying and then being soothed by the mother as the door closes, and you see the little closed sign be turned in the window, and that beautiful scene is back to Marezi. As this being has just ripped into your flesh and mildly exploded you, it is your turn.
I love being exploded. Let's see. All right, 3 attacks. Let's roll them. 27.
27 will definitely hit.
22.
Will definitely hit.
And non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. Okay.
Is that... How many hits is that?
That is 3 hits.
Nice. Thank you, Rage. 6 plus 12 plus 7.
This time, Marezi, you don't need, even without the spot check, as your armband hums at your side as you stab and stab and stab again with your halberd as your rage courses through you. There is a definite look of fear on Bane, and those wounds that were healing even from the massive damage that Tix inflicted upon him don't seem to be faring so well against your halberd as you slash into the vulnerable places as your mother taught you. And he is staggering backwards, staggering backwards. And not doing great. He is going to do a legendary action now, one of his 3, and he is going to burst forth flame towards you. He basically is going to go, and out of his chest spits forth an egg-like thing that boom, boom, lands at your feet and then explodes. And I would like you, Marezi, to give me a reflex saving throw.
Cool. That is going to be a Ooh, that's nice. 19 plus 6, 25.
25. So you are very... tell me how you dodge an exploding egg, which is basically a grenade.
I think that it's not so much that she dodges the exploding egg, but that she sees him like start to move, she sees the heaving begin, and just using the same motion that started with her attacks moves backwards.
Okay. So as you do that, you only take 12 points of damage as this explosion happens. You have also forced him to waste a legendary action on what turned out to be relatively low damage. So good job with that as well.
I'm at 59 hit points.
Yes, which is very low for Merezi.
Yeah, out of 120.
Yes. Unfortunately, I did mention that there are some little boys here as well. However, it is not their turn yet. It's Athora's turn. You've come back in just in time to get exploded, Athora, with his hand clap. So what would you like to do?
I'd like to take out some of the little ones. Keep them from...
All right.
Good plan.
Alright.
Don't you have cold stuff too?
Yes.
You do have cold stuff. You can certainly choose to use that if you so choose.
Hot stuff hates cold stuff.
Yeah, I gotta... I have a ray of frost. What?
It's just...
You can...
It was just an idea, so I didn't want to... I just didn't know if you'd remembered that you had that, because it would be handy. That's all.
Do have, as a bonus action, you can do Ray of Frost once per day. You do also have your armor, which has the Wall of Ice as well. But you can do a Ray of Frost as a free action once a day.
Okay.
That's really good.
Yeah, I'll do ray of frost.
Okay.
How do I do
it? Does not... it's a free attack. It's an attack. However, it does not come out as a Ray of Frost. What you've done in the past is literally just hold out your hand and chew at them. As you hold out your hand, instead your mouth opens up and a cone of cold comes out of your mouth.
Wow.
And expands outward and I will give you some ability to control this. So you can definitely hit 2 with this cone of cold. You have an instinctive understanding of it. There is no roll. It simply hits and it's a reflex save for half. What level are you, Athora?
I am a level... Gotta find it on my paper. Hold on.
It's up the, should be up the top.
I know what level
7.
you are. I just wanted
sorry.
to say.
You should
Level
be 9.
I don't have it written
This
right.
does 9d6 points of damage.
Oh, lovely.
To anyone you hit. So you could. Here's the thing. This is up to you. You can definitely hit 2 of them. No problem. Or you can hit all of them. And I mean, you can hit the 4 guys and you can hit the Death God, but that also means you have to hit Merezi.
That's it.
There's no way.
I can take it! Do it!
How many hit points did you say Merezi had?
59. Which is a lot, but not a lot.
I'll just take out the
It's a
little...
risk.
I'll take
Okay.
out the little ones then.
You'd have
And
to
remember this. Go ahead.
I was going to say, even if you roll max damage, she'll still be standing.
Alright, then we'll hit the big guy also.
She won't like it, but she'll still be standing.
She might
If
only have
all
2
4
hit points left.
So Merezi, I want you to make a reflex saving throw.
Cool,
That
cool,
is
cool.
to halve
Oh yeah, there's also
the
that.
damage.
19.
19. So you do take half damage. Basically, 2 of the little guys make their save. 2 of them don't, and Vane does not.
Ooh.
So they take maximum damage. So let's hear what that 96 points of damage is.
You don't have evasion, Mercy, do you?
No, she doesn't. Or I
No.
don't think she does.
A what?
Evasion? You don't have evasion, do you?
I
would
don't
be
believe I
dispelled.
do. Yeah.
You do have danger sense, but I don't know if it gives you any special abilities for reflex saves or not.
I always forget that I have damage reduction. Though I don't think
yeah,
this
you-
thing. Though I don't think this thing counts as damage reduction. It says weapon or natural attack in my notes.
Well, that would have reduced his physical attack from before.
Yeah, that's alright. Only by like 1 point per attack. Yeah, anyways, roll that damage.
Okay, that's 29 points of damage.
Okay. So halved for 16 points of damage. And so that's how much damage you take, Merezi.
43.
That's up to half is 14 points.
14, sorry, 14, yes. Good call. So 14 points of damage to 2 of the magma children, and the rest take... I'm sorry, what did you say the damage was? My brain is putting...
29.
29. The other 2 take 29, and Bane takes 29 points of damage as frost covers all of them, including Merezi, as you do your best to block and get out of the way, Merezi. All of you see this, by the way. You've seen her do Cone of Cold once as a hellish rebuke when you were fighting the Aboleth. But this seems like even more powerful as she... Maybe you notice maybe her jaw even distends a little as just this very powerful ray of frost comes out. And instantly, by the way, everything that was on fire is not on fire anymore. And it is very impressive. By the way,
Yeah.
that's your bonus action. You still have your attacks.
Lovely. Okay. Alright, let's attack the big one.
Okay, you're just going for the big boy?
Yeah. Let's...
Okay.
Okay. That is a... Oh, hold on. I rolled a 19, which makes it a critical with my thing, so...
Nice.
That should hit, right?
Yes, that will hit.
That's 15 points of damage for the first attack.
All right, 15
Would
points
that
of
be
damage.
doubled?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's a critical hit.
Okay, great.
So that's 30 points of damage against the god on your first attack.
Natural 20.
And
Sorry.
a natural 20. So another double damage attack.
Dang.
That's 12 points of damage. That's doubled already.
Okay. All right.
That can't be right.
Oh. It's a 10 dice,
does
so
seem
that
low.
would make it, what's 16 plus 16? It's 32.
32.
That's right.
32. Okay.
That's better.
And
That's
that's
3
my
crits
only
on this
attack.
guy already.
My god. Yeah. And your last attack?
I only have 2.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why. I was thinking of Merezi. So, here's the thing. Athora, you swing once and connect with his torso that is already, ravaged by ticks and Merezi. And then you come back up again and you just cleanly sever his head. Just take his head off. And instantly, the head grows back out of the body.
Ooh.
And the other one just sort of like bubbles into goo. But he is horrendously damaged, but he is not going down. And the reformed head is like still growing, so it's all like soft and the features are all like runny, and he goes, "Little fools! I will destroy you all!" He will take his last legendary attack.
Perfect.
And he is going to explode. Yeah.
Run! Oh my god, run!
So, I would like. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. He is going to explode in your mind. He is going to psychically blow up your mind. And so I need everyone. That includes Tix, Penton, Athora, your cat, Katra. That includes Tix, your companion, Felzik. Everyone is going to have to save, as he is literally trying to detonate your mind.
Okay,
destroy it.
so Fezzik, Tix, and Thackum are still inside the circle of protection from evil, and so
That
we
is
are
true.
thus protected from mental attacks.
Correct.
Perfect. But the rest of you are not. And
Nope.
thank
And-
you for reminding me that.
And I am raging, and I have a oh wait, is my will save actually higher than it when it's not raging? That's crazy. Anyways, only a plus
so I would
4.
like Athora, Penton, and Merezi to make a willpower saving throw.
15.
15.
19
Athora?
for Penton.
Penton, 19. And Athora,
Sorry, that's a 19.
19. Wow. So you two save. And by the way, you feel this. Like, it is like someone just dropped a grenade in your very soul and set it off as it rocks through you. But have you ever... it's like...
You said you
Like-
two save.
Wait, what?
You said you two save. Did I
do
save?
save.
Yes, I said you two did say... and you are quite correct, Merezi. You failed.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah.
As this psychic attack ravages through your mind, and absolutely nothing happens. So imagine it's like someone firing a gun at you, and you feel the bullet impacting your body, but then at that last microsecond, your body becoming intangible and it passing through you. Nothing happens. And you do not know why nothing happens, but nothing happens. And Bane seems a little confused as his final legendary action does nothing. And so he will, in that instance, try to rip your head off, Merezi.
That sounds
He is going
about
to
right.
attempt to grapple you. This is an opposed strength roll.
If he can't do it psychically, he'll do it physically.
That's exactly right.
And after that, he'll try emotionally and just make it feel
Oh
better.
shit!
I love you.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! Oh god! Merezi's about to be oh so kind. You know what? I'm part. My immediate thought was, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna fudge this roll and roll again. But this is way more interesting. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh!
Natural 1. Well, remember, now my rule of failure, now obviously a 1 is a failure here, but my rule of failure is only on attacks. So you don't have to roll the percentage die, it's only on attacks.
Yeah.
So you're not attacking now, you are opposing a roll.
I still probably fail, but
Yes,
I didn't do a
he grapples
catastrophic.
you. He does 15 points of damage to you. I need you... well, no, actually, you will automatically fail this one because you are grappled. You are also now on fire.
Cool.
And you will take damage at your next round, and you will be able to save at that time as well. But he is now going to use his next attack.
How many damage? How many damage did you say?
15 points of damage.
Whew.
That was literally just from him squeezing. He's literally putting his remaining hand, his other one is slowly growing back, putting his remaining hand on the top of your head and just squeezing.
Jesus.
And he is trying to pull your head off. And he rolled a 3. So that one is not going to be successful.
Aha! Sucks to suck!
However, the next one is a 23.
Ooh.
So that will hit. This one.
Sucks to suck. Oh.
He does 23 points of damage as you feel the tendons pop in your neck as he's trying to pull your head off. Marezi.
Yeah.
Question, how many hit points do you have left?
7.
7. Yeah. You are fighting a god. And
We're gonna need a healer.
healer.
Healing must happen.
That will bring it to the little flamey boys. Now, one saving grace. These flamey boys would normally be attacking you, Marezi, because you're engaging the god. However, someone did the one thing they hate the most, which is ice them up real good. They are all quite damaged, but they all turn to you, Athora. And they, as a collaboration, they're swarming over each other, falling over each other, melting into each other. They are clambering at you, Marezi.
Do you mean Athora?
Athora, sorry.
Just checking.
The first one gets a 23.
Okay. Yep.
That will hit, I assume.
Yep.
And the last one gets a 22. Will that hit?
Yep.
Okay. Just gonna need a few dice here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the DM is done messing around with this party now, and we are about to face our...
You're fighting a god. This is how it goes. This isn't bandits on the side of the road.
And this isn't even the penultimate god that we're going to be fighting.
It is not. It is not. This is the right-hand god.
This isn't even his actual form. He's a mutant.
Yep. You take 32 points of damage of blunt force and fire damage. Please make a reflex saving throw. And I need you to make it twice because you're being... twice because you got hit twice.
Okay. That's a 13 for the first one.
Okay.
And a 24 for the second.
Okay. You failed the first one. You are now on fire. You will take damage at your next turn, and you will have a chance to save to stop that. The good news is you kept them from attacking Marezi, which would have certainly killed her if they had hit. As this thing is trying to pop her head off like a cork.
Yay!
That will bring it to Tix.
So, Tix is going to run over to Marezi and cast Cure Serious Wounds.
Okay.
And so, okay. Yes.
During this combat, all of your damaging spells have been doubled by Destiny Seeker. However, this has not come up yet since you have done that. You currently cannot heal.
Oh no!
What?
Cannot heal for the rest of the day. All of your damaging spells are doubled. Doubled.
Oh.
But you cannot heal because you have accessed the power of Destiny Seeker.
Way to bury the
Destiny
headline,
Seeker-
you stupid ass.
Wow.
Destiny Seeker did not mention this to you.
Oh.
But you
Marezi's going to
cannot
punch that sword if he comes out of this. Is it a sword?
However, I would.
It's an axe.
It used to be a
Axe.
sword, so it's understandable. However, you do. I'm going to say you do not lose your turn.
Okay.
So
Oh, you're so
realizing
lucky
this-
Bells isn't there because the Schadenfreude is
now,
just too good.
You did put Sanctuary on Thrackum, and you successfully. So it's not all of your spells. It's just specifically healing. You cannot do. It does not mean protection.
So, realizing this and being a little peeved off about it, Tix is going to use his Destiny Seeker to attack and use Axe Frenzy, so he gets 3 attack. So that is, that's a 19, which is a critical, an 18, and a 1.
That hits. That failure. Please roll that percentage roll for me. Tell me what you get.
That is 98.
Oh, man.
Wow. 98. Now, the good news is it wasn't a 99 or 100. Because that is
not
almost
instant
certain
death.
death.
Yeah.
It is not instant death.
But it's close to it.
It is. It is. So, as the benevolent DM, you rolled that on your last roll. So, by my own rules, I will allow you to do the damage first for the first 2 before we get to that last roll.
All right. Okay, so the first one is a double.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is... Unfortunately, that's low damage. 6, a 1, and a 1. So 8. So actually, that's tripled for an axe, battle axe. So that's 24 plus another 8 is 32. That
32
attack.
points of damage.
And the second attack is 12 points of damage.
Okay. So a couple of things happen. So I'm going to roll. I'm going to role play this in to the last roll. You cut Bane in half. You literally, with Destiny Seeker, Destiny Seeker is humming with power right now because you've allowed her to be empowered. And you slash and boom, just right through his torso that you had already damaged earlier by your inflict critical wounds. Slice him in half, and he falls in a heap to the floor. And as that happens, though, a globule comes from his chest and sticks to your chest. And it's that moment where the grenade rolls up in front of a character in a movie. Boom. And you catch a boom jelly explosion in the chest. You cannot save to reduce damage, and it hurts.
I bet so.
You take 37 points of damage. The one saving grace is because you took it straight in the chest, is it does not expand outwards towards others. But it literally, I'm going to roll this into the damage. I will let you make one reflex saving throw if you could, real quick.
Really?
Tix just jumped on a grenade.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Smashed into the wall behind him, I imagine.
That's a 9. Well, he is smashing into the wall. That's included in this damage. You literally just bam into the wall and like cracks in the wall behind you. That was actually that you're now on fire. So you will take fire damage at your next turn. And as you slump to the ground as this boom jelly just rocked your world, part of rolling over a 90 on that is that you also lose your next turn. So you are stunned senseless by
Right.
That
this.
seems valid.
Yeah,
Seems
it's
fair.
actually if it had been a 99 or 100, it would have been really, really, really bad. But as this, you lose your turn and you take a grenade to the chest. It is Penton's turn. Now, the good news is, since you cut him in half, Merezi, you are no longer having your head pulled off. That's good.
Yay!
By the way, Penton, as it comes to your turn, you can see the 2 halves of Bane slowly, the little
Yeah.
tendrils coming back together. And there are still the 4 guys who have all taken damage, 2 of them more so than the others. And it is your turn. Also, I forgot to do a little roleplay thing. When you assumed your Dragonborn form, there is a moment behind you where you hear your mother go, "Oh," as she steps into the room. She is now inside the room with you.
And doing something, I hope. So, yeah, I'm in my Dragonborn form watching this thing form back together. I'm not going to have any of that. So he's slumped on the floor, so I imagine... would that... what's 3.5 rules for attacking prone creatures?
You have advantage.
It's advantage? Okay.
Yeah.
It's only when they're... He's not unconscious, is he? He's just...
No, he's not.
slumped.
He's definitely not unconscious. You could see him definitely conscious.
So I'm going to do 2 claw attacks.
Okay.
Let's see, and those are... D4 plus 1, alright. Glad, thank you for advantage. One of those is a 1, but the other one was a 14 plus... 5, so 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and the other one is also a 19 to hit.
That also hits.
Right, so let me roll this paltry damage. That is 4, 5, 7 points of damage total. However, this is where the platinum liquid in his fingertips comes into play, where he has to make 2 different saves. Was it no? Well, yeah, because it's poison. Constitution saves, DC 19.
He fails both.
Awesome. Well, it's only going to work once. So let's see. I'm going to roll my D6. And because he's an evil outsider, I'm going to add 2 to it. That is a 6. So he takes 8 points of dexterity damage.
And that is... Of all the things you could have done, like you said, your damage was paltry. If you can't move, it's really hard to move. And with that going through his veins, and you can literally see it with his semi-transparent skin as it courses through both halves of his body, as his dexterity is ravaged by this attack, and it is making it harder for him to reconstitute himself. But he is still reconstituting himself.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, but
yeah.
And I would have tried slashing at the place where he's trying to reconstitute, if you will. So
well, then I will definitely say that's why it goes through both halves of him as you slash into it, and he shudders, and he's like no mortal being could take this much damage. It is insane what he looks like now, from the unimaginable damage that you've all done to him. And at this point, your mother comes into the room. She casually lifts a finger, just a very casual move. You've seen her do that before when she has pointed oh husband, like you simply must buy me this apple. It is delightful. It's such a there's a childhood moment that comes back to you. It's just such a motherly gesture, but it's at the end her finger points solid, and a bolt of lightning fires out, and all 4 of the little guys are electrified. And all 4 of them just hit hard. And they are, of course, immune to fire damage. But not to lightning. They are not immune to lightning. And
what a shocking turn of events.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and roll this, but there really isn't a point, because this is level dependent. Yeah.
Yeah.
The party sees their skeletons alight from the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of them are instantly destroyed. There is one extremely minor thing, which is that all of them, when they are destroyed, explode.
Of course.
Now, the fortunate part is, I specifically said all of these were coming to attack you, Merezi.
Athora.
I'm sorry, Athora. So it's everything within 10 feet of them, which in this case is you, Athora.
Yay!
By the way, this lightning leapt from each creature to creature around you and
Chain
did
lightning.
not touch you. Yes, it is something that Penton has never done before.
Yes.
It is harmless around you, but it all of them explode. So I need you to make not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 dexterity saving throws.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You can do it.
The first one is a 17. The next one's
That's a
a
success.
12.
That is a success.
The next one's an 18.
That is a success.
And then the one after that is a 24.
24. That is all successful. So tell me how you see this happening, that they're all just going, and before they explode, what do you do to mitigate the damage?
Noticing that they're about to explode, I nimbly try to jump away as quickly as I can, almost like I'm scrambling, but a little more gracefully with my sword in hand, and I jump away.
Okay, and you take 14 points of damage total. It was halved from 28. Each one, it averages to 7 points of damage of their death burst, it is called, as they all explode. How's your hit points, by the way?
I'm at 34 out of 94.
34 out of 94. Just curious. And that will bring it. Now, realistically, you would still be running, but for giggles and hee-hees, you are now approaching the door, Distant Bells. You're as fast. The one thing you do notice, Distant Bells, while you do kind of go into like a meditative state at night when it's late, you do have to rest. Your mind, you don't get tired. You can just run at full speed.
Well, if I don't need to breathe, I don't need to
Exactly. You
worry
don't need
about
anything.
stamina regeneration or anything. I can just go at one pace.
You are essentially a construct, and golems don't get tired. That's one of the reasons why you are here when you are, and you're just coming up. You can see just as you come up this boom explosion as Athora leaps to the side, and you can see this hideous mass in the center that Penton is standing over. And actually, the closest one to you is literally Penton's mom, Elfaxia.
Yes.
Elfaxia, or I'm sorry, Amelia, shall we say? Amelia is essentially has her back turned to you right now, Distant Bells, as you approach the front door. What would you like to do?
Let's see. I'm very low on options, to be honest. And looking at all the fire around, I'm already on the back foot. Because my current form and fire don't get along.
You don't even need to guess at that being set on fire would not be great in this current form.
No. He's trying to. He's in half at the moment, right? But trying to reconstitute himself.
Yes, you can see the god literally pulling himself back together, having trouble doing so, but doing so.
Should we not be trying to separate the halves as much as possible to keep him from doing that?
I mean,
Hey,
Penton
we're
was
working as a band.
Yeah, Penton was doing it. He was literally trying to chop the two halves in half with his claws.
I thought he was already in half completely, but
Well, he was, but they're forming back together.
Yeah. It's kind of the thing from the 80s nightmare kind of thing scenario.
Oh yeah, that's a really good. I like that analogy.
I'm just seeing a Toxic Avenger mess of goop on the floor.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a lot I could do to... actually...
We've really got to get you fixed.
Yeah.
I would like to have children someday. Please don't.
Oh,
I'm glad you enjoyed that one, Riley.
That was me, but yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
How do gods react when being taken to the astral plane?
You have no idea. You do know for a fact that God's bodies go there, because you were standing on one, but you don't know.
What about half of a god's body?
You don't know.
Let's try, shall we? I'm going to take his bottom half to the astral plane.
That sounds like a weird come on line. Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, I don't care about the top half, just your bottom half. Yeah,
Exactly.
you can read a book. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run in, dodging all of the fire. Stand on top of his bottom half, and basically, with the robe of stars, take myself to and half of his body to the astral plane.
What I would like you to do is make an opposed roll here. This would be willpower.
yeah, I was going to say, because he could probably say, no, I don't want to go.
And I apologize. I know we were just joking about it, but I do want to specify because it's important. Did you say the bottom half?
Yes, the bottom half.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Yes. So this is an opposed willpower roll.
Hang on. Yeah, the bottom half, because it's... Yeah, okay. Opposed willpower, you say? That's... Let's try that again so it doesn't fall off the friggin' table. I'll let you make one guess what just came up, and
Is it a 1?
No, it's the opposite.
Natural 20! Well, he rolled a 3, so... you were going to have to roll pretty bad.
So 25 total.
Obviously, he's a god and he has bonuses, but, he rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Not in his butt.
Now I need to not roll again for the rest of the session.
I want y'all to imagine, like, in the middle of this fire and death, and Rezi almost getting her head pulled off, this little stuffed animal, Kinku, beep, 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 across the room, reaching out with its little feathery, felt feathery hand, and touching a god's butt, and there is a scream that just rocks through all of you as the stunted tendrils, stunted by your dexterity damage, Penton, just writhe and twist and flail about as they try in vain to find their partner. You find yourself back on that dead god, Penton. I'm sorry, Distant Bells. You find yourself back on that dead god, and the remaining part of him just shuddering. You think maybe something bad is going to happen with it very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Distant Bells, by the way, not
Yep.
y'all.
Yeah. Well, at the next opportunity, I'm going to do my best to cast it off into the plane itself, so it is not
Okay.
on this thing.
Okay.
And then go back at the first opportunity I possibly can.
What is the astral movement speed of a god's butt?
Is that like a?
Is it faster or slower than a laden swallow?
Yeah, laden swallow. So when you get here, you actually find that gravity is no longer acting the way it was when you were there last time. Last time you were here, gravity was acting more like material plane, and now it's more astral planey. So you actually can throw this thing away from you But I would like you, again, this is willpower, because that's how it works in the astral plane. It's not strength.
Okay. Yep. Don't.
So I would like you to make a willpower roll, and let me know what that is.
I rolled a 16, so that's 21.
21. Okay. So, guys, work with me as you imagine this little tiny guy just grabbing hold of this writhing backside of a god with flailing tentacles every which way. It is still alive in a very real sense. As you grab hold of it and describe to me what it looks like when you throw it.
Yeah, I mean, he knowing that now the gravity is kind of on his side, I guess he'll be doing the Mario fighting Bowser in Mario 64, sort of doing a big spin around.
Oh, that's
hammer throw,
splendid.
just spinning around and around and around, and then just casting it off into the abyss or into the void.
I love it. I love it.
With a characteristic Yahoo!
Yahoo! As he goes off, I do want you to make a reflex saving throw.
Oh, wow. Okay, sure.
Well, this is an exploding god.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've got a plus 11 to my reflex, and I rolled an 11, so 22.
Okay. You are fine as you dive behind some detritus that is still here from your previous adventure, as just anime style, it explodes out.
I turn my back on it and put some sunglasses on.
There you go. Yeah, you have to walk slowly in the distance. Back where we are, all y'all saw was, and by the way, as we said before, there was no sound. There's no pop. There's no anything. It's just boom. He's just gone. And the god's butt is gone with him. Merezi, it is your turn. This god just tried to pull off your head. Your head is ringing. Your neck is torn and bleeding. You are at 7 hit points. What would you like to do?
Does he get some kind of attack? He gets like an attack of opportunity if I try to if I move away from range of him. Is he in range of me?
He is literally standing right next to you because he dropped you when he got cut in half by ticks.
Laying next to you.
Yes, laying. He is on the ground, so you have advantage on any attacks because he is prone.
Oh, he's prone. You know what?
Yeah,
what?
So he has disadvantage on
Disadvantage.
too,
Yeah,
but-
sorry, disadvantage. Yeah, I should say. That's true.
Yeah, I don't have anything that does like saving throws. Because Merezi's first thought is, oh god, I'm about to die. I should disengage, but of course that would make her and use her ranger attacks, but that wouldn't do any good because she'd get attacked. That's probably going to kill her, and she'd just be using her weaker weapon. So head ringing with the clarity, not of actual clarity, but of muscle memory. She rolls. She moves to attack. Let's see.
Okay.
That's a
That would be an advantage attack because he's prone.
Yeah,
ah.
prone. So you have advantage
See.
on those attacks.
First attack 24, I believe hits.
Okay.
Second attack, I roll a 22. That hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll only re-roll if I need to. And 21.
So you remember ticks. I told you at the beginning of this combat that you saw a look of fear in the god's face. And you again, Tix, see that as you are pulling yourself up off the ground after being thrown 20 feet into the wall. You see a look of fear, of abject terror in this god's face. As Merezi, raging, you, for a moment, like your combat senses tried to tell you, like, disengage, back off, don't, and then you're like, no, screw this, we're going to town. And you have never felt this on your armband before. It is like your entire body. It's not a squeeze like the way it usually is. It is like your entire body has become your weapon. You are the weapon. You are death personified. And you drive your halberd down again and again and again. And I want you to tell me what it looks like when Marezi kills a god.
Oh man. Yeah, I wish words could do justice to this better, but I think it looks cleaner than you would expect, but still really messy, really this is practiced motion. This is she knows where to hit based on his weaknesses. This is based on what she infers about a body. Once at the arms, sort of the armpit, once in the middle of the torso, and then once finally driving her halberd just straight down, trying to drive it into just like straight through the sternum. That damage makes him, I don't know, deflate, lose consistency, even what little consistency this goo monster had, and I think he implodes. Something like that. Maybe not all the way, not into a blip, but it looks like he caves in.
I love it. I love that. That this is not the same as the damage he had taken before. When you damage him, it does not heal. It just simply damages. And on that last one, he literally inside of himself. And there is a moment where you all think oh God, it's going to explode now. It's going to explode now. But he doesn't, because he is dead. He is very, very dead. He is not coming back. He is not simply cast out of the Faerun for a few centuries and finding his way out. You, Marezi Mugra of the Mugra clan, have just extinguished a god. And that's where we'll end Chafing Armor, episode 151. Great job, everybody.
Woo!
Woohoo!
That was exciting.
It was.
Yeah.
Point of order. Marezi killed half a god.
You did technically kill the other half. That is
But it was a team effort. Everyone played a very valuable part, but Marezi and Bells saved the day.
They say that Bane's butt is still floating out there somewhere.
Well, it exploded, so it can't be.
Shh, it's a myth.
The real Bane's butt was the friends we made along the way.
They say on warm summer nights when you look out into the sky, you can see. It was just beautiful, everyone. And
as it really floats through the sky.
reflective of what is to come. You guys are level 9. You are very powerful, and the things you are facing are very, very powerful. And
we are now level 10.
We know level 10.
We killed a god. We're level 12.
Guys, I want you to level up next episode. So we're going to wrap up here. Tell everybody where they can find us. Where can they find us?
You can find us on YouTube and give us a like and a comment and follow us there, or on Apple Podcasts. Throw us some stars. 5 stars would help us. And let all your friends know about Chafing Armor Podcast. This is episode 151. We've been around for 5 years and 151 episodes. And we will be around so much longer. And we'd love for you to be with us.
That is exactly right. We would love for you to be with us. Come over and check out our Patreon at... just search in Chafing Armor at Patreon and you will find that. You can support us there and have a lot of fun. See a lot of dumb memes and videos that I'm putting up there. It is an absolute blast. But thank you all for playing today.
Thank you for not
Thank you.
killing us.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
nearly killing some of us.
Yeah,
And
that
nearly
was
killing a
close.
lot of you.
Wow.
And get ready to be level 10 next episode. Good night, everyone.
Good
Bye.
Night.
We will roll with you soon.